I bring this bike out here for kind of something sad. I think it's leaving today. So we went in May down to Missouri, 5.5 hours, to buy this 2013 DRZ 400 Supermoto. It's been a pretty fun bike. I kind of bought it with the intentions to maybe sell it, but I think someone's on their way to pick up the bike. I don't think it's gonna leave today. I think they're just coming by today to look at it. We gotta get some paperwork stuff figured out with it on our side anyways, before we can give it away. But the bike has been fantastic. We've made some really good videos with it. I have no idea what's coming next, but it's kind of a sad day. It's definitely the vehicle I'm the least attached to, which is why I've been trying to sell it. But man, it's gonna be weird not having it around. Saying that, hopefully next spring there'll be a whole lot more of small bike stuff coming. Austin also got a surprise that I think he'll be able to let us use a little bit for the videos. Austin, if you're watching this, I haven't asked you yet. I hope you let us use it for the videos. If you guys haven't seen any of the videos with this bike, go and check it out. I'll try to put them at the end of this video so you guys can just click on it right after you're done watching this one. We've made some really cool stuff with this bike. I got pretty good at wheelies and everything on it, and it was a lot of fun. Like I said, I'm just not enjoying it the way that I thought I would. It's weird selling stuff. I don't sell stuff very often. I mean, granted, why I have that, still have the Subaru, and have this other car. The van did actually sell too, though. If you guys haven't noticed, I haven't done a video down here for very long, but there's no minivan anymore. The minivan's been gone. I sold it. Skylar actually bought it and he's fixing it up, and it is awesome. We might need to go make a video with it before he gets rid of it, if possible. I also don't have anything else planned at all for this video, so whatever comes next is probably gonna be wildly different. Normally my videos are completely wildly different from scene to scene anyways, so nothing that you guys won't be used to, but I got a few things I gotta do, and then guys should be showing up here pretty soon. Alright, so I'm an absolute idiot, and I sold my bike without titling it. So now, I have to go to the DMV, get it titled, and take it back to the guy who tried to pick it up yesterday. Who did pick it up yesterday. I'm dumb. Yeah, here we are. I forgot gloves. Okay, so it is middle of October. 35 degrees outside, and I forgot gloves! How did I forget gloves? I have 5 coats on. I brought 2 extra coats, 3 pairs of pants, 3 layers of socks, and I forget gloves. I brought a scarf. I brought the GoPro. My whole body is just fine. Except my hands. I gotta use this stupid sweatshirt for my hands. My hands actually aren't doing too bad, and luckily he lives really close to the DMV. I got super lucky there. So it's literally just a quick jog right up the road. You know, actually that was not too bad. Like literally, like he lives less than, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes to the DMV. So my hands are like a little cold, but they're not too bad. I'm getting in the car because it's cold. Okay, it is 7 o'clock in the morning. It is also about 39 degrees now. So literally, bike is over here, sitting at the DMV. It wasn't that bad of a ride, but like I said, gloves. How did I forget gloves? Man, I don't know. But all we gotta do is get this thing titled, because I have neglected to title it since I literally bought the bike back in May. DMVs were closed for a little bit, can excuse a little bit, and then I was just lazy and didn't do it. But it kind of worked out because I get a last ride for the DRZ, which wasn't really planned, but it's kind of nice to be able to just like ride it a little bit for whatever I can one last time, get a little bit more fun out of it, and then hand it off to the next owner so that he can have fun. We just have to wait now for the DMV. It opens at like 7:30 or something like that, so about 30 minutes. We'll get in and out, and then back on the road, get back home, get some coffee, get to work. It is insane how much attention this bike brings. Like, granted, everybody is forced to wait in the parking lot, but like, oh my gosh, I would just be staring down super hard. But oh man, I'm gonna miss this bike a little bit, not that much, but I will admit I'll miss it a little bit. I chose the route to not go with the sweatshirt that was flapping around. It may have been the wrong choice, but we aren't that far away. We'll be good. We'll be good. Wow, I know what you're saying. Before you say it, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna work on the car, and it's gonna be okay. I'm not gonna mess this one up. I don't plan on messing this one up. But what are we doing? I guess cars in the air, the heater's on. What? Okay, first off, now that we have more room in the garage because the bike is sold, comment down below if I should get another bike. But this car has a radiator leak or a coolant leak somewhere. I'm gonna try to figure out where at tonight. It is about 10:30 at night. It is about 37 degrees outside. I've had this heater running for a while now. Garage isn't too bad. I'm gonna try to get it fixed. I'll be right back. Now you're probably like, wait. You said finding a coolant leak. Yeah, you were right. But what is all this other stuff? Well, the Mini Cooper is out of windshield wiper fluid, so that's gotta get done. And big news, we have hit 40,000 miles on the Jetta. If you remember, I bought the Jetta at 36,000 miles. The oil was supposed to be changed at 39,000, like 800 something, and we just hit 40,000, so I'm a little late on it, but we gotta do an oil change in the Jetta. Do you guys know the feeling when you talk to the camera for like 10 minutes, and then like you realize that it shut off like 10 minutes ago? You guys know that feeling? Do you guys understand that feeling? Okay. Now, most of you guys probably don't YouTube, so you may not understand that feeling, but I just talked for like 10 minutes, my battery died, and it didn't tell me, or like I wasn't looking at the screen. Actually, I haven't faced the whole, actually I should probably face it the other way now. I should learn. Okay. So now I gotta re-say a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm gonna sum it up. I got over fenders for the Subaru. I'll show you them real quick. I said over fenders, I meant like rear quarter panel slash fenders. Somebody cut them out for me of their car that had rust-free ones. So we gotta get these on the Subaru, but this is like way down the road. Right now, I am worried about getting that coolant leak fixed. I'm spending way too much time talking to the camera, but I also wanna explain a little bit how I wanna start doing my videos. Because I have gotten one feedback from one person, of course this is one person, who isn't a huge fan of time lapses. Skylar, you know I'm talking to you. I kind of agree that they get repetitive. What I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to be more interactive, and when I get to certain points, I'm either gonna chime you guys in, or I'm just gonna hopefully be funny enough that you guys are entertained by certain jokes that I can cut out and put in. I'm gonna shoot for 12:30. I'm gonna shoot for 12:30 to try and get all this stuff done. 2 hours. If I can get all this stuff in 2 hours, man, I'm gonna go buy a lot of lottery tickets. Actually, no, I'm gonna go buy one, because if I can get lucky enough to get all this done in 2 hours, I should be lucky enough to win the lottery with one ticket. So, let's go. By the way, if you guys ever see me in this sweatshirt, just automatically know that the video isn't gonna go my way. And that means it's gonna be a good video for you guys. Because there's gonna be a lot of issues for me. I'm gonna be miserable. And from what I know, people love other people's misery. And since I'm not funny enough to be a stand-up comedian, I don't even want to be a stand-up comedian, but since I'm not funny enough, my misery is the next best thing. Oh, and if my jokes ever get too dark, I don't care, honestly. Okay, so not all of this down here is from, like, the leak, but about half of it is. That's why I don't have any coolant in my engine. It's because all of my distilled water will be falling out. The only problem is, now that I've ran my car, it's going to be a little warm, so working on it's going to be a little tough. But I had to do that in order to figure out kind of where I need to be working. And I had to open up my garage door, so now it's cold in here again. Goodness gracious. Oh, what in the... Oh! I found it! I found it, guys! Alright, so if you guys notice, this big tube that goes back there, listen. Can you guys hear that? Can you guys hear it squirting out? Because I can hear it. Oh. I thought about that, but I didn't do anything about it. Well, so upon inspection, I can already see that where this V-band clamp was, there wasn't enough hosing on that lip to even seal. So I know right now the issue is that because the hose looks okay, there's no cracks, there's no imperfections or anything in it. It was just the fact that the hose was not far enough on it, and that's where my leak was coming from. So now is the time to see whether or not I actually fixed it. Alright, so I know there's not a lot of fluid in the system, but there should still be moving enough because the engine is still hot from earlier that it's moving through a little bit. So I'm hoping that because there's nothing coming, that gives me the okay to go ahead and fill the rest with the actual coolant, and hopefully I'm not just taking a risk and ruining $10 in coolant. The only leak that seems to be happening is from it coming back up and out because it's hot and there's pressure in the system. So I think that's the only thing that I can tell is happening. We'll find out once I get the car on the ground. Alright, so this has been a pretty fun video, kind of a lot that happened. Fixed both, or not fixed both cars, but worked on both cars, fixed the Subaru, sold the DRZ. Guys, there was a bunch that happened in this video, and let me tell you what, the next video is already planned, and I am so excited for it because there's even more coming in that one. Whether it is Subaru stuff or whether we're taking a trip, there's gonna be a bunch happening in the next video, so make sure you look for next week's video. I've been trying to upload every week, so it'll probably be next week sometime. Man, it'll probably be like 6 or 7 days after this one, I imagine. But look out for that video because it's gonna be so awesome. If you enjoyed this video at all, please hit that like button. Leave some comments down below of what you want to see in the future, and of course, subscribe, please. It helps me out so much if you guys do. Otherwise, thank you guys for being here. That's gonna do it for me, and I'm out. Peace.